Live. It's going. Okay, we're live. Hi, everybody. So, good morning to you from Germany, Saturday. Today, we are going to be very practical. We've been talking a lot about how to study, work, live abroad, telling you the truth, and all that. But today, we will show you the practical way to use the platform that we have been building to help you study abroad, step by step process. And why are we doing this? Over time and more often we come to realize how misinformed people are, and especially how they think that studying abroad is very difficult. But the truth is, it's not that difficult if you have the right information and you know the right platform to use. So today I will share my screen and show you a practical guide on how to use Setlinn to study abroad, how to create a profile, or rather how to sign up, how to create a profile, how to use the AI, which we have also developed that is on Setlinn that you can use, how to connect to groups, how to find mentors, and in the near future, how you can also access the services of verified service providers on the platform. So essentially, everything that you need to help you with your study abroad process. But before we proceed, I'll let my co-host just to also briefly introduce himself and also tell us from his perspective why this is very important for us to do.
Yeah, very good morning to you, dear audience, and all those who are watching us from the different platforms. This became very necessary because we'll be getting feedbacks from those every weekend. And it does seem as if they don't really get what we're trying to say because we've always emphasized the need for people to sign up on the platform, and because there's more that the platform can do than what we come to do here every Saturday. So we felt the need to bring this up today and have a practical session on how to sign up for the platform and to access all the resources. Just within the week, a friend got across, stranded rather, if I might say, on how he wanted to go study, run his PhD program abroad, but he doesn't know how to do it. And I said, this is what we've been hammering every single weekend when we come online for this very weekly podcast. And so that was what part of what it formed, and so many other calls that I will be getting. So, and like Mike would always say, certainly can do more for you than what we are able to do within these few minutes that we are live. So that is why we are doing this today. Over to you, Michael.
Okay, so not to waste any further time, I'm going to share my screen now and go through the process as though I was completely new to Setlinn. And as we do this, please feel free to ask us questions wherever you are, wherever you're watching us from LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, of course. We can see all your comments as soon as you post them. So please, for sure, engage with us. So now let's proceed. I'm going to share my screen. Share screen. I'm going to share the entire screen. So I believe everybody can see my screen. Michael, can you confirm if you can see my screen? Okay, so let me stop that. Say
No,
something again.
I was saying I can see your screen is looking really sharp from here.
All right, awesome. So this is a new browser. By the way, the Setlinn mobile app is not out yet. It's going to come out towards the end of this month or latest by next month. So we will be using the browser. So you simply go to setlinn.com, you hit enter, and this is what the platform looks like. So it's signing me in automatically because I am signed in, but let me sign out. So this is what the platform looks like when you sign in. Welcome to Setlinn. Connect and interact with people in the study, work, and live abroad community. Get all the information that you need. You will also see the Setlinn AI here ready to assist you. What's also interesting is even if you don't want to sign in right away, you can begin to chat with our AI, which we currently call Meguru, but we're still looking for a nice name for the lady. So you can chat with her. The platform prompts you to sign up. You can close it if you don't want to sign up yet, but you can start right away to ask your migration companion whatever you want. Let's say how to study in Germany. So this is a live demo that we're doing for you guys. You put your question. Why am I showing you this? Just in case you're not ready to sign up yet, you just want to try a bit. What can the platform offer to me? What can it give to me? You can still chat with the Setlinn AI externally You don't have to sign up. It's taking a bit of time because we recently developed it, so it's still like updating its knowledge base. So I guess we just give it a few seconds and then it's going to pop up the answers for us. But what you would notice is my question is also not very specific. I just say how to study in Germany. It could be anything. But anyways, let's see what our AI is going to show us. For sure, the best thing would also be that the question that you ask is very specific, but you wouldn't know this, how specific to be. And that's also what we will show you here today. Now the AI is coming up with the response. Studying in Germany can be a fantastic experience. And she is happy to guide you through the process. Here's a comprehensive overview of how to study in Germany. Of course, there's no doubt you can use other AI tools to find the same thing, but the difference here is the Setlinn AI is developed very specifically for helping people who want to study abroad, who want to work abroad, or who want to relocate. Right now, we are focusing on the study abroad aspect. And what this means is that this is not a generic AI that knows everything. We are essentially just focusing on it to teach you precisely and guide you how to study abroad. And that means it's an expert in that domain. So, of course, since the question we asked it was not very specific, the Setlinn AI is very happy to provide you everything that it knows. It's telling you about the admission requirements, it's telling you how to choose the program, it's telling you about accommodation, it tells you about finance, about language, about registration and enrollment, about logistics, additional tips. This is just the tips of the iceberg, and you have not even signed into the platform. I don't know how awesome this is, but anyways, tell me what you think. Of course, this might be a lot of information, but at the same time, you can also see that it was very precise, also aligning with the question that you ask it. Of course, you can ask it other questions in more specific domains, more specific subject, more specific discipline. But here, I just said how to study in Germany, and it gave me these answers. And I think you can see that these answers are quite precise. It tells you the admission requirement, tells you about choosing the study program, tells you all the different study program options that there exist in Germany. It tells you also about accommodation, it tells you about finance and the language, and also mentions here many speak German, but some are also in English language. It tells you about the registration and enrollment, logistics, and these are, anyways, the key details that you need. Michael, what do you think about this first step before I proceed?
Well, Michael, I'm really wild here. This is just so much interesting. I never knew, even myself, I didn't know you can just find all of this just with a click on the platform.
And you have not signed in yet, so you can finish your business and go. You don't even have to sign up.
You know,
You
so
get all of
interesting,
this
right?
service for free. Yeah. So this is the first step, right? But now you have all this information. Of course, you will want to go very specific, and it totally makes sense to interact with people, you know. And you can continue your chat here, but you can just proceed to sign up. So I already have an account, so I will not go through the sign up process. But if I don't have an account, then I'm going to sign up here. So I'll put my first name, my last name, my email address, my password. You obviously need to agree to our terms and conditions, which also include our data protection policies, and then you can register. So once you register, this is what it's going to look like. When you register, the Setlinn AI will still walk you through an onboarding process, getting some more relevant details from you so it can provide you tailored answers for your experience on Setlinn. But we won't do that today. I would like you to do that and give us feedback, what you think. So let me sign in since I already have an account. I don't want to create multiple accounts on the platform. So I sign in. Now, this is what Setlinn looks like. You can already see that there are lots of content on the platform. Let's say you interacted with the Setlinn AI from the start, and now you have some questions that you want to ask. Majority of the people using Setlinn right now, they are all about asking questions, which is great because that's what the platform is built for. You will come here and shoot your question or shoot your post. So this is my account. So you can say something. Michael, what shall we write? And this is a live demo on a
Okay.
live platform,
What?
by the way.
Okay. What course? Maybe like well, the program available funding opportunities in Germany.
So, what funding opportunities are available to study in Germany? So now this is you asking a question to the community, right? So you want other people within the community to help you. So you put this question. So if you want to add picture, of course, you can also add a picture as you like, depending on the kind of post that you want to make. But this is a very specific question, and you post it. Now you post the question here, then the community members will obviously come and also provide you with answers, tell you about the funding opportunities
So,
that are.
Michael, now let me just quickly add this. So, do you mean?
Great.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Now, from what I can see on the screen here, it does seem like Setlinn functions like any of these other social media platforms like LinkedIn, like Facebook, because it's like, what's on your mind when you come to Facebook? This question you're asking here, is that what, how, is this something like that?
Yeah, 100%. So we're not building anything, say, completely different than people know. We know that people are familiar with Facebook, people are familiar with LinkedIn, but these are generic platforms that you can find every and anything. So we brought similar experience, but with a focused topic, with a focused sector, studying and working abroad. So that means it's a platform with designed in a way that you are already used to. This is how you would make a post on Facebook or on LinkedIn or to some extent on Twitter. So yes, that's the same thing. So that people don't have to learn how to use a platform all over again. You're already familiar with the user experience, with the design.
Well, so which means that the difference is this is just focused on migration, and, yeah, on the migration space.
This is focused on the migration space, how you can migrate, but even more specifically, how you can study abroad, how you can study in Germany, how you can study in Europe, or how you can also work in these locations.
Wow, really interesting. It's quite resourceful.
Yeah.
Over to you,
What I
please.
can what I can also tell you is that the Setlinn AI is always there to work with you. So right now you see all these questions that already came up. If I click on any one of these, the Setlinn AI is going to proceed and provide me with the responses. I will show a more detailed one when we check the other part of Setlinn, so we don't take so much time on the feed section. But right now, so this would be like the default thing that you do. You ask the question, the community will respond to you, or the certain AI is also standing by to provide you answers real time. Now, when it comes to searching for more specific, like you want to narrow down your search, we have developed the search function in such a way that it makes it super easy to go straight to the content that you're looking for. Again, the goal here is you don't have to spend so much time when you're looking for something. So let's come here and say scholarships in Germany. I type scholarships in Germany because I am interested in studying in Germany. A few seconds, I see all the different scholarship options. Of course, these are contents that have been written by people about scholarship in Germany. The platform will rank the content based on the most relevant one for you. So here it tells you all, it shows you all content related to scholarship and then Germany, and then you can start going through. As I'm going through, I believe you can see some of the examples. Scholarships for international students in Germany, fully funded scholarship for international students in 2023, things to know before studying in Germany. It goes on like that. Study in Germany 2023, DAAD University or DAAD University Winter Course Study. It just goes on and on and on and on. You can see lots of content that people have written about on different aspects when it comes to studying in Germany and scholarship. Now, if you want to go more specifically to the different sections of Setlinn, let's say the blog, we can go here and we see all the content. We can click on see all, and we go to now it's showing us all the content on the blog. We can go to gist. We see more specific content on the gist. It's loading. It takes a few seconds to load because I think I loaded it with too many information. Over 1,000 results. Of course, nobody wants to be checking the 1,000 results. So, what I would do, let's come back again to the original place that we search for just to make it easy for us. We come here. What I would simply do, I would just click on this because I think this gives me the best result which I am looking for. And it's going to take me right there to that post. Scholarships for international students in Germany. It was posted by Isabella. This was last year, about a year ago. The Settling AI gives you a quick summary of everything, what is really written in that article. And then it now goes on to the details. So let me refresh so this loads very well. It looks like my network is not so. Yeah, now it loads very well. I can see it. So the Settling AI gives you a brief summary of everything. You have some suggested questions here, but then you can now go deep and start reading. Why am I showing this? We know that funding is a key part when it comes to studying abroad, and people want to have all this information about funding. So you see all the funding information regarding studying in Germany. Here are the list of fully funded scholarships in Germany for international students. I think if you will apply to at least 4 to 5 of these, you can be sure that you get at least one scholarship. But anyways, you have more than enough and you can go literally crazy. The writer also goes and breaks down each of them, goes down and breaks each of them with the relevant links. At the end of the day, we understand that people will have questions and you can see questions that have been asked here. So this user has been interacting with the Settling AI to answer its question. Is Germany affordable for studying? Yes, Germany is an affordable study destination it offers. And it goes on like that. So you see all the comments that people have already asked. I click on see more. I can still see more of these. And definitely you can come here and ask your questions. If you want the writer of these contents to get in touch, all you need to do is just to tag her and then she's going to be notified. So not to go into a lot of details to take so much time on this would be how you search for a specific topic and you find it. And by the way, what I am showing you is the explore section of Setlinn, which is focused on detailed guides regarding different aspects of studying or working abroad. So you see different topics: lifestyle, art, history, study abroad, work abroad, medicine, nursing, obviously scholarship, tourism, information technology, engineering, languages, vocational studies, sports in Europe. Michael, what do you think about this before I proceed? Am I still live? Ah, you're muted. Okay. I can hear you still though. It's crazy this morning because
But
Germany
I
is
never knew, I've not explored it to this extent, and I never knew is this successful.
yeah, you've been sleeping.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Uh, what did you say? I can hear you.
No, yeah, go on. Yeah, there's a lot on the platform, definitely. And I know
Yeah,
we have
yeah. I
not really
was
been
saying, man,
showing it.
it's a shame. I didn't know there's a lot on this platform. You just, man, taking me through. I'm so excited. I'm seeing, man, this answers a lot of questions than I had imagined. So it's just so resourceful, Mike. I must say.
Yeah. So again, that's what we're saying, that everything that you're looking for, we have it right on the platform. You just have to start making use of it. So here again, you'll find topics on different um, subjects, courses, and people always try to write about these things. So why are we doing this? We're doing this so that content creators can find a platform where they create content to be sure that they will connect to the right target audience. You want to create your content on a platform that you know you will find the people who need that content as fast as possible, that they are going to be right there. You don't want a place where your content will be
Oh,
diluted.
okay. So Michael, what you're saying now is just like the other platforms, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and all that. You can equally come here and share your thoughts on migration related issues and all that. Not only ask questions, you can also share, provide resources.
Yeah, that's the idea, right? So if you're a service provider, a content creator who writes about studying abroad or working abroad, this would be the perfect platform for you to use because you know that almost 100% of the people on this platform, this is what they're looking for. So you would come here to write your detailed guide on that particular topic. So maybe this is something you want to write about, and you have all the tools to write. And what we've also done is to see that you pick the category that is related to what you're writing about. And why are we doing this? Looks like something happened at the stage. I lost my co-host. And why are we doing this? We're doing this so that people can find content related to the topic that they're looking for. So for everything which you will post here, there has to be a category so that someone who is interested in information technology as a discipline, as a course to study, they can easily find it. If you're interested in engineering courses, engineering information, you can find it here. So that's essentially the goal of the setup which we have. So yes, content creators, service providers, please use Setlinn to create your content on specific topics. And what would also interest you is that these subjects, we populate them based on demand. So as we progress, as the platform grows, more categories are going to be added. Then I go very quickly to the
Yeah.
gist section. Yeah, please go on.
I'm still so much more wild by what I'm seeing here. So, like, LinkedIn is where employers and employees meet, more or less, where professionals meet to rub minds and discuss on work-related issues. And I'm seeing a very wonderful platform like Setlinn that connects people and all of the stuff. I mean, migration-related um, conversations and all that. And it's so rich and full of resources there. So, man,
Yeah.
Michael, I don't know where this idea came from. I don't know. Maybe we could talk about that some other time. How did you come about this idea of doing something wonderful like this here? It's
Well, it's actually simple because I felt like I'm a
can you
content
hear me?
creator. Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
So I'm a content creator. I've been creating content about studying and working abroad since 2015. But what I noticed is that it's really difficult for me to find the right people for this content. Yes, you will find them on Facebook. Yes, you'll find them on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, on LinkedIn. But how many platforms do I want to post the same content at the same time? So
Yeah.
then I also imagined that this is also what other content creators like myself are facing. From content creation, I also started providing services for these people who want to study or work abroad. It was also the same challenge having to go through all these platforms just to find the same target group of people. So, how about there was a platform that focused on bringing people together on the topic of studying and working abroad, a social networking platform that would make studying abroad very easy, that would make it easy for you to find the information, interact with other people that are on the same path, and also connect with verified service providers. Reduce all the scam which people always experience, because when you meet someone who claims to be a service provider on whatever platform, there is no verification of that person. You cannot be sure that they are truly who they say they are. But Settling is taking that burden on itself to ensure that there is reduction in the level of scam when it comes to studying abroad or working abroad. But most importantly, a dedicated community and platform that would make it easy for content creators to get in touch with their specific target audience, and also vice versa, that this audience can connect with such content creators very easily. So you don't have to go through multiple platforms to find the same information, but there's one platform that helps you with all these things. Okay, so then here, what we did here also is that you can easily find content according to countries. Because again, we know that people are interested in moving to different countries, but how do you make this thing happen? We don't want you to start going through um, just searching randomly to land where you're going to, but you can narrow down your search. So if you go to all countries, obviously you find content related to all the countries, but you can just simply narrow it down to the US, Germany, Luxembourg, Japan, South Africa, Nigeria, and so on. So simple, straightforward. Or you can go through the the different categories here to find the different yeah, categories of interest. Now to the group. Why did we create a group? We created a group because we know that people have different interests. We want people that have a common interest to come together and create a group for themselves that they can have a close conversation. So the group is like a mini settling. So within the group, people can interact with themselves. And when you create a group, which is pretty straightforward, put the name, the group description, you choose the settings, you add members if you want, and then you create the group. So that's pretty straightforward. And now we have some active groups which are here talking about different related topics when it comes to moving abroad, when it comes to studying abroad, when it comes to working abroad. So this is a group which is focused on football. It's a football networking platform for people who want to become professional footballers in Germany. And you can see their content here, which they post. So it goes on and on and on and on like that. You find out, and of course, you find us here, this podcast, which we do every Saturday. You find us here trying to connect with our target audience. So coming back again to the to the feed section where you see everything. You can see recent articles that were posted. You can see active groups. You can also see active conversations. So this is what we have done so far, really keeping it simple. And we are looking forward to your feedback to tell us what what do you think is missing? What have we missed out? Um, what features are you looking for? Because we are building this platform for you. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now to so we can come back to the conversation. And but I hope this gives you just a brief overview. Of course, we can go through many things, but that would take a lot of time. We always like to keep this podcast session brief, straight to the point. But this will be how you use Setlinn to study abroad. Essentially, using the Setlinn AI to ask your questions, or not or, and interacting with the community and making use of all the resources which we are developing for you. Michael, over to you.
Hello. Okay. Now, thank you so much, Michael. That was a very wonderful session with you. I must say that I'm really wowed. It's very interesting. Now, but it does seem as if the information there, resources there are more focused on Germany. Is that the case? Can I, if I want to study in other parts of Europe, can I find those information also on Settling?
100%. I mean, I showed Germany because, but I'm going to share my screen and show you also other locations. Yeah, 100%. You can find information about other locations. Canada, let's see, Canada. Study nursing in Canada, nursing in Canada, high demand jobs in Canada. Study in Canada without IELTS, MSc in Canada. Give me the name of a country. Let me put it here. Let's see. Sweden. Sweden job seeker visa. Which countries are the best tools for au pair? I think you'll find Sweden there. Complete guide to Swedish work visa. Must have apps in Sweden. Tuition for international student in Sweden. Tuition for international student in Sweden. Places to visit in Sweden. Give me the name of a country and let's see. Poland. So my host went out again. Poland. Shopping in Poland. Poland student visa. So Michael, I think you went out for a second, but I've been going through different countries, just putting them in the search field to see that yes, we have content for different countries, so not just Germany. Um, Give me another country. Luxembourg. Uh, Luxembourg is always a funny country to spell. Let's try something simpler. Latvia. Travel visas. All you need to know. So I think if I click on this article, I will find information about Latvia. and obviously the United Kingdom. Let me just put UK. UK, it's usually UK, 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 UK. You find stuff about UK. So, Mike, to answer your question, it's not just Germany. You find every other country. I only used Germany as an example, and obviously the content posted here are based on the ongoing conversation. So more and more countries are being talked about as the platform progresses. But it's not just Germany.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That answers my questions pretty well.
Good. So I think we will wrap it up here. It's already 30 minutes into the live demonstration. And um, I guess the point for me is we don't just talk about it, but that we also show. And then, very importantly, that people take actions. Because if you don't take actions, then everything that we're talking about here is, yeah, probably not so helpful. So, guys, if you're watching this, you haven't signed up on Setlinn, go sign up on Setlinn. Use the platform. Tell us what you think. How is it working for you? We're still in the building process. We're still developing it. That's what we do 247 to see that you get the best experience. I did not show the part of connecting to service providers or mentors because it's going to take a while. It's a whole social networking platform, as you can imagine. Information, community, connection, service providers, matching them together. So take your time to explore the platform. Tell us your experience. Comment wherever you're watching this so that um, we can find out those pain points that you're having and develop the product further to help you. Our mission is simple: make studying and working abroad easy for everyone. And very importantly, that you understand that studying abroad, working abroad, or moving abroad is not a mystery. It's simply a process. And there's now a platform dedicated to that, supercharged with AI, guiding you all the way through. That's it for me for this morning.
Wow. Okay. So guys, what are you still waiting for? This is one-stop shop that provides you with everything you need about traveling abroad, traveling to Europe, studying abroad, and all that. The different countries, all the requirements you need. Man, this idea is so brilliant, Mike. I must say. Unlike when you log on Facebook, you begin to see other informations, but everything here is tailored towards traveling abroad or to study and all of that. Migration connected, and one thing that is just focus on migration. Are you? This thing has got everything you need, and I don't know what else. So all the questions you want, certainly answers them for you. And I must thank you, Michael, for this. Is beyond to solve this. This solves the problem of migration, and a lot of persons are stranded. They are confused. They don't know how to go about it, and certainly makes it easy. It's supercharged with AI again, as rightly mentioned. And wow, I please just sign up on Setlinn and enjoy it. That's all I can say. Thank you so much, Mike.
Yeah. And again, please give us your feedback. So we do need your feedback to build the application to solve these problems. And we want to connect genuinely with content creators, service providers, and job seekers, and obviously students who want to study abroad. So please get in touch. If you would be interested also in testing the mobile app, please also get in touch so that you can be among the first people to test the beta version of the mobile app. We want to build this with you, for you, and grow with you. So I wish everybody a nice Saturday. And if you're watching this video later, I wish you a nice day and I hope to hear from you soon. Cheers, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Have a nice weekend.